Okay, today we are going to do a 2-in-1 show, right? My son and we are going to cook, right? We are going to make 2 dishes out of common starting recipe, starting sauce, starting base, right? So 2 of us are cooking and come up with 2 different dishes, right? I'm going to be responsible for cooking the meatless one. Ryan will be responsible for cooking the meat. We have not fully planned this. We are just going to, go with the flow, right? And Ryan is going to take the lead in here. I shall be his assistant at the start. So Ryan, what do you have in mind? What do you want to cook?
So today, what I want to cook is chimichurri, which is an Argentinian kind of like.
What's so cheap?
Because I just like it.
Okay.
Because that's what we have at home, and that's what we can do now with what we have.
I have not tried chimichurri before. Have you tried chimichurri before?
A bit. I tried it before outside, but I edited it a bit to my taste because I don't love coriander. I don't love pasta.
So where is chimichurri from?
So chimichurri is actually an Argentinian seasoning, an Argentinian marinade or sauce.
Okay.
Normally they use it to add on to grilled meats or add on to grilled food after it's completed.
Yeah, I must say that I have not tried chimichurri before, but I'm always game to do so. What are the key things in chimichurri and how does it taste like, so that I know how to make a meatless version out of it?
So chimichurri is like a marinade that's very herby. It has vinegar, it has acid. So it's acid and it's herby and it's a very fresh
What kind of herbs?
kind of taste. So normally what is used is cilantro, parsley, but I think that both of them taste a bit like soap. So I will cut down.
I like parsley, I like coriander, right? But as with all cooks, all chefs, everything is personal. So there's no right or wrong, and obviously it's going to be a challenge. My son and I cooking together, we have a different style of cooking, but we'll try our best. All right. So you are saying that chimichurri typically has parsley, coriander, cilantro, herbs that you do not like.
Correct.
So what are you going to do with herbs that you do? Why do you choose chimichurri and choose herbs that you do? What are you going to do about it?
So I think that some of it tastes a bit like soap, but
no, it doesn't taste like soap.
I mean, when it's mixed into the marinade, it's not as obvious, not as bad. It tastes good.
Okay.
But I made it into a version that I like even more.
What would that be?
So I took some of the parsley and some of the cilantro. Basically, remove the cilantro, remove a bit of the parsley, replaced most of it with mint, because mint is a less offensive.
So is there such a thing as mint chimichurri?
Now yes.
Yeah. Okay. So
yeah.
it's very minty. Okay. What meat are you going to use?
I'll be using chicken breast because it actually can be used with almost any meat. But I feel like
typically chimichurri is
it's used with red meat or fish even. It can be used with anything. So it's a very
now
versatile.
COVID-19 stay home. We don't have everything that typically that goes into a recipe, right? So I'm in charge of the meatless version. So I think I'm going to do a tofu steak.
Okay.
All right. And let's see how it goes. Why you're not very fond of tofu steak?
Not really.
Not really. So you're gonna have the chicken. You're gonna have a grill. Are you gonna grill it? You're gonna bake it?
I'll be baking it.
You're gonna bake it. I don't think the tofu steak, when you grill it, then you have the grill marks. You look nicer. I think bake it will become like. So I'm going to do a simple grill of my tofu steak, right? But why don't we do this? You make the marinade. Okay, I've never done chimichurri before. I don't even know what it is, but I can imagine it's minty. Okay, so that's a good start. All right. You tell me what you need. I'm gonna prepare for you, and then you do
Sure.
Okay, can you do? Then I use that to marinate my tofu steak, and then but you mean just the chicken without anything else? Is Argentinian?
Yes. So typically in Argentina, they don't use it to marinate the food. The meat actually has a marinade in itself. The probably just normal like other herbs, a bit of salt, pepper. But I read another recipe elsewhere where they use it to marinate it for longer period of time before they actually bake it.
So it's Argentinian, but we can't be eating just the meat, just eat the tofu steak. So what else do you think can go with it? It's Argentinian. Do you think South American? Do you think quinoa will go well with it?
I think it will be pretty well. We go pretty well with it.
I just have some quinoa in the fridge. No, I just think of using it.
Very convenient.
Okay, I'm gonna make quinoa 炒饭 or quinoa fried rice. But I do not like to fry things. I'm just gonna make quinoa with, I think we have some mushroom and some bell peppers and some vegetable. Just stir it up with some flavor. You think that goes well with your? No, it's an Argentinian theme dish.
I think it will.
Okay, tell me what ingredients you need. I prepare for you. Your father is going to be your assistant, alright? And then I'm going to be your sous chef. You're going to be the head chef, alright? Tell me what you need. I go to the fridge and prepare for you.
Okay, so from the fridge, we need the herbs. So we need some mint.
Mint.
We need
have
some
mint.
parsley.
Parsley.
Yeah.
Coriander or parsley. Chinese
Both of them
parsley.
Both work.
So which one do you want?
Whichever we have.
I think we don't have the parsley. We have coriander.
That works.
Okay, coriander,
And
mint,
we need a bit of chili. Maybe one.
chili padi or the big chili.
Both work. Which one do you want to do?
I think too spicy. Maybe you use the big chili. That
Okay.
will be-
We can do big chili. And other than that, we need some lemon juice.
Lemon juice. We have lemons. I can make them into juice. Can? Okay. On. What else?
That's all we need from the fridge.
So you need mint, coriander. You need lemon juice, and you need
Chili.
chili. That's all,
Yeah, that's
sure,
all from the fridge.
Chicken breast also.
Chicken breast also.
Okay, chicken breast.
That
okay.
one.
I go and do work for you. Wow, piang eh. Appa do work for son. Okay, we are back. I didn't do it alone. Right, I got my son to help me prepare all the ingredients. Right, okay. Ryan, introduce the ingredients. Come.
Okay, so what we have here, we have our Chinese parsley. And because this is quarantine edition, a lot of these ingredients are actually substitutes. So this Chinese parsley is a substitute for our regular parsley. And our
The Italian parsley.
The Italian parsley, correct.
So Chinese parsley is like the coriander that we know.
Correct.
The Wang Sui.
Correct, that one. So we substituted the Italian parsley with this Chinese parsley. We substituted more cilantro and parsley with these mint leaves.
Mint.
Yes, mint leaves. And we have our lemon juice here. Normally this recipe calls for red wine vinegar. But it being quarantine edition, we don't have red wine vinegar.
You're not quarantine, this is a lockdown edition.
Lockdown edition.
A circuit breaker edition.
Correct. So basically we do not have that. So we have to make do with lemon juice. And
Okay.
I find that lemon juice gives it a more bright
Usually what kind of vinegar do they use?
red wine vinegar.
But we got balsamic vinegar. Too strong.
It's too strong. We need something that's bright, light tasting, and
Okay.
it gives it
So
a bit
you
of
think
citrus.
this will work?
Correct. Yes. So and what we have also is oregano. Normally it calls for fresh oregano, but we have dried, and that's how we have.
Okay,
So
my
that's
yum
what
is side
we
lah.
do. Yes. Correct.
What else?
And we've got minced garlic. I love garlic, so I'm just gonna put a lot of it inside.
Okay, and then
Now
this
the
is
rest
your
is yours. Chicken breast. Oh, yeah.
right, the chicken breast. Okay, so if you're, I'm not going to do the chimichurri marinade and sauce. You do it enough for me.
Yep.
Right, because I intend to do it in the tofu steak. I have this little toy with me. All right. This is the tofu press. And why I press the tofu? But from the tau guan that I buy from the supermarket. Yeah. Right. It tends to be a little bit too soft, right? So I press it. See, right? Much thinner, so it's much firmer. So it's like a stick. Right? So there's a lot of
so much
water left behind. But I only have one of these little toy gadget I bought recently. So I make do it another one. You know, right? There's something to press. Use rubber band, you know, and yeah, pressing it. And then I think it not bad, yeah.
Not bad.
Huh?
I think
Almost the same.
Similar.
Yeah, almost the same. Right, so I'm going to use this two, right, as the equivalent of your chicken breast. Okay, so you must give me enough of the sauce to marinate it. Yeah. So once you marinate that, and I said that I'm going to use quinoa. I'm going to use quinoa to become like the base. Okay, the base. And so I have I want to make use of my leftover quinoa. This is a tricolor quinoa. Alright, and I'm going to make it like quinoa 炒饭, but not really 炒饭, but it's like 拌饭. Right, because I'm not really going to fry this quinoa. Right, so the only thing I have in the fridge are Swiss ball mushroom, right, some baby corn, a bell pepper. I like onion. There's a carrot, right, and then I'm going to use some garlic. I'm just going to like lightly stir fry it. No, but I need to be dry, and then I'm going to just mix it with this. So that will become the base for both of us, and then you can put your chicken breast on top. I can put my tofu steak.
Okay.
On. Okay, so please go and do the necessary, right, to make your chimichurri.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. You need some olive oil. You tell me what you need. Okay, I'll assist you during the chimichurri phase. That I'll be your sous chef, the assistant. What do you need?
So first, I need to chop up my herbs. So I'll just get the whole thing onto it.
There you go. Mint and Chinese parsley.
So
Go ahead.
just grab one handful, just let it fold it over itself, and just go.
Oh, your knife skills better than mine. Can. 后浪推前浪.
Just grab it together.
Right. All done. What do you put it in?
Just mince.
Can you use a food processor, a blender? I will always like cheat code, you know.
You probably can, but I think the texture will be very different.
I think you're a purist. You just want to enjoy being a chef.
It will break down a lot of the herbs and make it too fine. Then the texture and the flavor will be
It's
different.
okay lah. I think what is lost is made up for in the saving of time. Is it not?
I don't think so. I think food, the more time you put into it, the more love there is, the better it will be.
Yeah, I have love for my food, but just that I want to take shortcuts.
I don't know what to say about that.
Okay, can. Alright, so this is well done.
Going to mince.
Mint. These are mint.
This mint.
All this not going to use already. Gao liao.
I'm going to use everything.
Use everything.
Just going to put everything
Right.
onto the board.
And maybe you can hear. See, you got two cameras. Right. One is for the close up. You know. Right. Right. Because not one man show, two man show. Right. So this I have a camera here. I have another camera here. Right. And then there's this mic here. Right. This is can't be helped lah. You know, we don't have a roving cameraman to do that. And so Ryan, my son, chopping up the fresh herbs, right? So that was Chinese parsley, coriander with mint. Right? I understand. I've not tried the Argentinian chimichurri before. Right? I'm told it's usually made with parsley and cilantro. Right? But for two reasons. One is that we didn't manage to get it, and second reason is Ryan doesn't quite like the parsley, right? So he's going to substitute it with the mint. Yeah. So well done. And so what's after this?
After this, okay, basically what you do for chimichurri is that you have to
Wash your fingers,
mix everything together. It's okay, I got this.
You're my son, you know. You any tai chi, see what I tai chi, you know, right? Right. Show important, but your finger more important to me. Right? Okay. Yes.
So I'm gonna mix everything together, and it's a very simple recipe because the order of ingredients, everything is not important. You just need to make sure that everything is put together, and the longer they put it, the longer and the more how to say, combined.
So is this the marinade or is this the sauce?
Okay, it's supposed to be a sauce, but because it has acid in the form of lemon juice, it can work as a marinade, and it can help to tenderize the meat and tenderize whatever you're going to put in there.
What's going there? It's mint, you know, fresh mint, you know, and Chinese parsley. So right now he's cutting the chili.
Okay, so what we have here,
we didn't have the big chili, so we used the chili padi. This one got kick one, no?
Yeah, I got a kick, right? But what we want is not too much of the spice. So what we're doing here is we're removing.
Later your finger's gonna burn, you know.
It's okay.
Careful.
We're removing the seeds because that will reduce the heat that's inside the chili. So basically, I just cut it up and I'm gonna mix it.
remove this very hot seed. All this we're going to use. Okay. So far what we have, fresh mint, Chinese parsley, chili, and understand next is garlic. Is it garlic?
Yes.
Okay, fresh garlic.
So as
already pre-minced for you.
So first, we're gonna put this amount first because I love my garlic.
Yeah.
But we can always add more later. And
so this one is agar-agar, no standard recipe.
Correct. I tend to like the taste as I go. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this.
So these are the main ingredients.
Correct.
The mint, the Chinese parsley, chili, garlic,
and oregano.
Oregano.
Yes, I'm going to use dried oregano, and it's about 2 teaspoons worth.
Okay, go, try. Ready, steady, go.
I'm going to pour in my olive oil.
That's a lot of olive oil.
It's about half a cup.
Okay.
Then I'm just going to mix it up. Oh wait, I forgot my lemon juice.
Oh.
As I said before, the order of ingredients is not important. As long as you
lemon
remember
juice.
everything.
Yeah, come on. Press on. I'm sure you have enough for me to marinate my...
Oh, this is more than enough.
Okay. So what I intend to do is that I'm going to marinate the tofu. As I shared earlier, I use this little gadget. If you're interested in how to use this gadget, and go to the link above. You know, I actually did a short video on using this toy. You don't need this, right? But it's fun. It's fun to have a toy, right? Because many of the tofu that we buy from the supermarket, they tend to be a little bit too soft, right? We need it firmer for tofu steak. So use it to press. Also, you can also use simple stuff at home in the kitchen to press it. So after he has done that, I'm going to do my quinoa. We're going to marinate the chicken as well as marinate the tofu. Yeah, show the screen.
Okay, right. So after I'm done with all these main ingredients, I'm going to give it a little taste. Okay, then what I'm going to do now is season it with a bit of salt and pepper.
Okay. I need to taste it so that I know how the tofu steak will taste like. I only stand here and watch.
So what?
Buay pai. Not bad.
So
not bad. It's not very mild, but neither is it very strong. The flavor.
So as the longer you let it sit in the oil, the more the oil will get all the flavors out of all the different ingredients, and the more tasty the flavor will be. Yep. So what we're going to do now is we're going to leave it.
Okay, what's left to be done for this dish will be to marinate the chicken breast. So in my family, half the family members are meat eaters, the other half are not. So often we need to cook two versions of the same dish, or to cater for both. Right. So Ryan often is in charge of cooking for the meat eaters. I'm in charge of cooking for the non-meat eaters. Right. So what I'm going to do today is we're going to use this chimichurri to make chicken breast. You're going to bake it.
Yes.
Right. I'm going to make tofu steak. I'm going to grill it. Yeah. So we're going to both season it for how long?
You can actually leave it for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. But if you leave it longer, the more the taste seeps into the food. So
you see how much time we have? Right. So we are going to season that.
Yeah.
Okay. Lai ba.
Should leave it like that first. Should leave it like that first.
Leave it to sit. Okay. So do we use this to marinate immediately?
No, because the longer you let it sit together, the more the flavor will be extracted from.
A bit cheap, many steps.
Yeah. So basically,
so how long you want to sit?
Leave it for a while, maybe about half an hour to 1 hour before we use it.
Okay, what do we do in the next half hour? Okay, you're going to help me make the quinoa chao fan. Okay, now it become my assistant. Okay, so now it's my turn to 做工, right? Maybe you can help me lah.
Now I'm the sous chef.
Yeah. So what I have in mind is to have a base for the chimichurri chicken breast that's baked, as well as the chimichurri tofu steak, right? And because it's an Argentinian theme, I thought of using quinoa, which I conveniently happen to have, which I quite often have, in the fridge. So pre-cooked quinoa, right? And I just grab whatever vegetables that I have in my fridge. I happen to have bell peppers, I happen to have mushrooms, and baby corn, carrots, and I like onions and then garlic. It's a little bit like fried rice, you know, it's like quinoa chao fan, right? But I'm not going to fry this, I'm just going to, you know, stir fry this and then make sure, not too wet, a bit dry, and then just mix it up, you know, and then that forms the base, right? And then for both of us. So all we need to do is to chop all this stuff right into tiny pieces. I think this one need only about half.
I'll start with the onion.
Yeah, start with the onion. Alright, and I'll start with the mushrooms. Yeah? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's chop the onion. I need it small.
Smaller?
Yeah.
Smaller?
How small is it?
It's quite small already.
Okay, that's small. Something small. It's just something to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the texture of quinoa. Alright, I don't want it to be too chunky. All I need is just roughly chop it up. Right? So I'm going to use that.
So how do you want your
Carrot. Yeah, so again, tiny cubes.
Tiny cubes?
Yeah. Of the same size if possible. Okay, so let's go. If only there's a convenient electric chopper, but it's fine. So the mushrooms done. Let's try baby corn again. Right, I intend to just every ingredient that is there. I intend to just make it into tiny cubes. Right. Okay, let's chop it up. Yeah, almost done. This is the part of cooking that I do not like. You know, the preparation, the cutting. You know, a lot of people like cooking, the art of cooking. You know, but not the work of cooking. You know, the creation. You know, but it's part of. Okay, that's fine, and maybe just half of this again to these tiny cubes.
Okay.
Okay. Come on, let's go. Okay, put the carrots in. Put carrots. Yeah. Okay, later I'm going to. Whoa. Right, later I'm just going to stir fry everything together. Then the key is having all these different ingredients just to add a little bit of flavor, right, to the quinoa. Right, and it's like pan, they stir it in, right. But I try to use as little oil as possible. I'm not a fan of oil. Quality fat, you know, healthy fat are important for us, but oil certainly is not, right? So I'm just going to use a little bit of oil to just make the onions, the garlic, you know, to make it fragrant, right? And then add the rest of the ingredients, just stir it in. I think you'll be quite okay, quite nice, yeah? Right, my son Ryan is doing a lot of work in cutting, you know, all the different ingredients. Here I'm going to start preparing like the different ingredients for this quinoa fried rice, inverted commas, because I'm not going to fry the quinoa. Right, I'm going to start with using a little bit of oil. It can be any kind of oil. You can use just a little bit, yeah. Alright, just a little bit. I'm going to start frying the onions. Okay. Make it fragrant. So I'm just going to have salt and pepper. Right? I'm going to have the natural taste and natural flavors of all these ingredients. I think it'll be quite nice. Right? It's a bit of fried rice. In fried rice and garlic fried rice. At the end of the day, it's just about the garlic. And the good thing about quinoa, you know, is that because it's so small, alright, it's not so starchy. Right? It tends to stay as discrete grains. Right? So And you do not need to, like when you do fried rice, you need to use overnight leftover fried rice, you know, to make it into separate. Right, so that's quite okay, right? Okay, I'm gonna fry the onion. I think it's quite well done already. Some garlic. Like my son, I think the whole family we love garlic, yeah. So all the garlic to go in. Stir the garlic. So if you are a meat eater, so you are not a vegetarian, not a vegan, right, you can always add eggs. My family, we have both meat eaters and non-meat eaters. Right, so we tend to have the common base, and then we have something different. So the protein part of it that's different. So I think this is quite nice. Right, and I think next thing is I'll add the carrot. Carrot?
Yes.
Okay. Carrot. So just make it soft and a bit. Carrot will give it the sweetness, right? So I can imagine the onion, the sweetness of the onion, you know, the kick of the garlic, you know, the sweetness of the carrots, right? And then you have the mushroom, bell peppers. I think it will go quite well, right? Just simple, something very simple, because it's meant to be the base, right, of this chimichurri chicken breast, baked chicken breast, this chimichurri tofu steak, right? So it doesn't need to be overwhelming, it doesn't need to be very strong, right? It just needs to be a supporting actor, right? So it just needs to be subtle in there. Is that alright? Yeah, you think so? Yep. Okay. Well done. Which do you think should go in next?
Bell pepper.
Bell pepper. Okay, so bell pepper. Then we have the bell pepper. Okay, so okay. Yeah, let's go. Okay. So okay, alright. We ran into some technical difficulty just now. It's not easy to make cooking videos. Look after the technical part, look after the cooking and all. So there was one part of our cooking that we're doing the quinoa fried rice, inverted commas, that the battery ran out, it died, so it was not recorded. So what we did was basically, after frying all the different ingredients, we switch off the fire and then put in the quinoa and just mix it up. That's what was missing in the footage. Okay, so let me make sure that this is recording first, yeah? Okay, so now the next step, so the base is done. Now the next step is to marinate the 主角, the star, right? For him, for Ryan, is the chicken breast, and for me is the pressed tofu. You can see the tofu is much thinner. It's almost like 2/3 to almost half of the usual size of it. So Ryan, tell me what to do.
Okay, so first, let's just take a look at our chimichurri sauce. It's been sitting for about half an hour now. Let's just give it a bit of taste. It's good.
Really?
It's become very much more intense flavor. It's more. You've tasted?
Not bad?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So now.
Well done, Mensan.
So now
I'm proud of you.
Now what we're going to do is that we're going to add this into the meat and the tofu.
Are we going to leave some behind for the sauce?
So we actually not.
Do we need to cook it?
This sauce does not need to be cooked, so it's alright. You can just leave it like that. You can just use it later. But now what we're going to do is to use it to marinate our food, our protein. So what it does for chicken, I'm not so sure about tofu, but what it does is that because of all of the acid inside, it helps to tenderize the chicken also.
Okay.
And it helps to flavor it. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead. A generous amount. Maybe you can
Leave some for the tofu gang.
You can look at about 1 tablespoon.
Okay, so I follow you. Monkey see, monkey do. 1 tablespoon, 1
Make
tablespoon.
sure that both
a
sides
bit more.
are covered.
Okay, so I'm going to just mix it. Just season it. Yeah. And then later I'm going to grill. I'm going to use a special grill to grill the tofu into tofu steak. Right. So Ryan, what are you going to do with the chicken?
So I'll do is I'll put it in the oven at about 180 to 190 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, we have some baby spinach and some salad greens, right? So I think the common base that we're going to have will be this quinoa. Has a bit of umami, but not too overwhelming flavor. they form the base and has some salad greens. And then for the meat eaters of the family, they will have the chicken breast. And for the non-meat eaters, we will have the tofu steak. Yeah, tofu steak. Come on, tofu steak. 加油! Right, we are going to season this. Yeah. Season this for how long?
For about we'll season it for about 30 minutes to 1 hour.
Okay, let's do it for an hour.
Yeah, the longer that you put it, if you can do it maybe the night before or maybe a few hours before, you can just leave it and get all the flavors absorbed into your protein.
Okay, so the judges for this cook-off, it's not a cook-off, we're just cooking together, right, will be the rest of the family, my wife and my daughter. Alright, so let's see how I think it will go. Not too bad lah. Half my hand is side lah. Right. So we are going to wait for this and bring it to marinate, right, and then see how it goes. Okay. You done?
1, 2, 3.
3. Oh. So it's been how long already?
About 2 hours.
We marinate them for 2 hours. Okay, let's take them out and see.
Okay, let's go.
Ooh, my tofu steak and your chicken breast.
Alright.
And my tofu steak, see? Sweet, ah?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'll take out the plastic.
Okay.
Here is the marinated chicken.
My tofu steak. I just show this camera also.
Yeah?
Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay, so we have marinated this for about 2 hours. Alright, so Ryan is going to bake the chicken breast and I'm going to grill, right, the tofu steak.
Yes.
Yeah? So let's do it.
And then
Put the sauce over, let marinate over.
marinate over.
Okay, good.
Okay.
For you.
Then now I'm just gonna add a little bit more, just for fun. Spread it over. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put this into the oven at about 200 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
Yes.
Okay. That's very long, you know.
Yeah, this is the recommended timing for chicken breast.
Okay, but
It's a bit longer for chicken thigh.
my tofu will take only about 4-5 minutes.
It's okay.
Okay,
We can do that
go.
later.
Okay, so right now I'm going to okay, so Ryan's
Chicken.
as I mentioned in the earlier part of the video, my son Ryan is in charge of cooking the meat dishes. I'm in charge of cooking the meatless dishes. Right, so Ryan's chimichurri chicken breast is now in the oven at 200 degrees, right, for about 25 minutes. Right, after marinating this tofu steak, I press the tofu first, right, and then I marinate it with the chimichurri that Ryan made, right, and then we marinate it for about 2 hours. Right now I'm going to grill it. Yeah. So I got this special grill here. I'm just going to use this the grill that I have, you know. Right, so we're just going to grill this.
I think the tofu absorbs a lot of the flavor.
Okay.
Because you can see that it's not as flattened as just now.
Okay.
I think it absorbs a lot of marinade.
That's good. Yeah. So let's see. Right. And then I'm going to leave this for about at least 4-5 minutes. Then after that I check on it and then I see how it goes. Yeah. Hello, we are back.
Hello.
So we have been grilling the tofu steak, my beautiful pressed tofu steak, for about 5 minutes. Okay, let's see how it looks. Da 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 da. Whoa, beautiful. Right, this closer camera you can see. Right, I think it's about done. I need to switch it off. Right, beautiful. Right, that's nice, beautiful. How many more minutes do you need for your chicken?
About 15 minutes.
So my tofu steak is ready. I shall wait for Ryan and we shall plate it together. See? Right, looks nice.
Through this camera too.
Let's do this camera. Okay. It's beautiful. Yeah, I think it smells very nice too. Right, from the chimichurri. Okay, so you can see from here. Right. So we are going to plate this. This is my chimichurri tofu steak. Okay, and Ryan going to have his chimichurri baked chicken breast.
Yes.
Okay, and then we're going to plate it together with a bit of like the quinoa that I prepared earlier and some salad greens. Okay, we shall be back.
2, 3.
Yeah. So it's about 25 minutes.
Yes, about 25 minutes.
Right. So my tofu steak has been waiting for your baked chicken breast.
Yes.
Okay. So go get it.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Oh yes, it looks good.
My tofu steak looks better.
Here the sizzle.
Oh, show the camera here.
It's still
Show the camera again.
sizzling. And here the sizzle. Oh, that's beautiful.
Beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now?
So now what I'm gonna do with the chicken, I'm gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes, so that the protein is also tense and it won't lose all the juices from the cutting.
Can't we eat it immediately?
No, because all the juices will come out and the chicken will be very dry.
Okay. So why don't we start with plating my
Okay, you can start with that first.
Okay.
Okay, leave it at the side.
right? So you can slice the quinoa. You know, it's not really quinoa chao fan, but you know,
Quinoa pan pan.
quinoa pan fan. You know, just some flavored quinoa with vegetables, mushrooms, bell peppers, carrot. Right? I think it accompanies well because it goes with the Argentinian team. Quinoa,
South American.
A lot of it comes from South America. Yeah. So we have the quinoa and have
Fresh greens.
leafy greens, and I have what we have in the fridge is
Baby spinach.
you want to plate it for me? Come.
Okay, so let's just move this to the side a bit. Can add our tofu steak.
Just 2 pieces per
2
serving.
pieces per serving, so I guess make it with a bit more dimension.
No, it's not nice. Okay.
No, we need to give space.
Right. Then
Give it a space. Make a space.
then what is this space for?
It's for a little bit.
No, but I want to drip it over.
Okay, let's do.
Okay, that's here. Okay. So
now we're just gonna take a spoon.
the drip over. See, this is before dripping the chimichurri.
So we're gonna take about half a tablespoon and just drizzle it over.
Looks nice. There you go. Right, nicely plated. This is my chimichurri tofu steak. So is your chicken breast rested enough?
I think it's about right.
Okay, come.
So-
let's do some.
Now let's grab this. Okay, I'm gonna grab chicken breasts. For a while. Okay, so now I'm just gonna cut it into pieces. Alright.
Gonna try this piece. How it tastes. Doesn't just look good, must taste good, you know.
Let's give it a little taste.
How?
It's got the herby taste and it's got a bit of the freshness from the lemon juice. Okay, so now we add the chicken to the plate.
Okay.
And I give it a bit more dimension.
Just eat it lah.
No, I like to add a little bit of dimension to my food. More interesting. More interesting. Okay.
Okay.
Put this here. Okay. Similar to the previous time, we're gonna add about half a tablespoon on top. Just to give it a little bit of nice color and fresh chimichurri taste.
Salad greens.
Now I'm
and
gonna add
quinoa.
a bit of salad greens at the side.
Is it too much?
think that's about right.
Looks so grassy. Okay.
Alright, got some servings. Get a little spoonful of that.
Okay, Mom.
Alright, done. And that's my chimichurri chicken with quinoa.
And this is
fried
my
rice.
tofu steak, chimichurri tofu steak. Yeah, show this camera here. Yay!
And we're done.
Have fun. So, let's do that. Cheers! Cheers! Okay, this is our first video, right? Together as father and son, a 2-in-1 video, right? Whereby 2-in-1, myself and my son, as well as a meatless version, a chimichurri meatless version, as well as a chimichurri
chicken breast chimichurri.
chicken breast.
Chimichurri chicken breast.
Yeah. Okay. Bon appetit. Okay, have fun.